Daniel Andrews has been nominated for a leadership award. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, frankly, I thought this was an Onion article when I heard about it. Daniel Andrews, the Victorian Premier, in the running for a prestigious prize despite the COVID-19 mayhem as other leaders are snubbed. Daniel Andrews, the great Dan himself, nominated for a prestigious award. Can you appreciate how I thought this was a joke? See, so the people in the comments are saying, oh, everyone is angry at Dan, they hate him. But I think there are a lot of people in Victoria that love an authoritarian rule. I mean, they're all a bunch of leftists. This is the natural progression, guys. Oh boy. Despite overseeing our deadliest COVID outbreak and several devastating lockdowns, Daniel Andrews has been nominated for a top award. Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews is in the running for a prominent leadership award despite the state being hit by a series of coronavirus bungles and lockdowns. Now what is it, for spreading authoritarianism? Is that how he got his prize? Or his award? Nomination, sorry, he didn't get the prize. He's only nominated. According to the Daily Mail, Mr. Andrews has been nominated for the 2020 McKinnon Political Leader of the Year prize and is up against some of Australia's best-known politicians, including Scott Morrison, Josh Frydenberg, Greg Hunt, and Ken Wyatt. He was nominated by the panel for his firm, decisive, and courageous leadership. Wow. Throughout the pandemic. So blindly following the directions of others. That's leadership, is it? However, critics have expressed outrage at the decision, given Melbourne is currently in the midst of another lockdown. Yeah, it's completely failed again and again and again. Victoria has got some of the worst economic indicators in the entire country. How's he succeeded? More people have died in his state than any others. He shouldn't be nominated. Who's on this bloody panel? Is it just this is the problem. These people, I would say, have to be so far removed from the average everyday Australian that they're just in a different world. Just think of the optics. Throughout the crisis, he based key decisions on expert health advice. That's not leadership. A brave approach. Which led to some less popular decisions. The nomination statement said. There you go. There you go. Authoritarianism. You know? The health-based, trust the science blindly based approach. This is the thing. This is the issue with having only one person appointed, as the chief health officer in each state. It should be a panel. So there could be room for discussion and debate, particularly when you have such tremendous power. It's quite concerning. I don't think people realize it until, well, we had these rolling lockdowns. Because, honestly, guys, there are alternative arguments out there. I'm not just making this stuff up. Look at what D.A. Henderson has written. Although Andrews was criticised for the devastating failings of Victoria's hotel quarantine system. Yeah, exactly. He was acknowledged for swiftly calling for an inquiry into the system and for committing to action on its recommendations. Who cares? You stuffed it up again. Come on. This has to be a joke article, doesn't it? It can't be real. The latest Melbourne shutdown was rolled out after the virus began circulating in the wider community after escaping hotel quarantine. So did you all see the pictures of garbage bags on people's heads? That's how they're using, literally, here in Australia, transferring them from one hotel to another, COVID-positive people. They're putting a garbage bag over them and they're walking to the bus. I guess I've watched too many Hollywood movies, where they've got the full hazmat suits on. No, here in Australia, here in the Banana Republic, where there's only two machines that can make face masks, PPE, garbage bags. The meme jokes that people share online. That's Australia. Oh, it's It's pathetic. Nominated for an award. This, again, is why people are losing trust and faith in the establishment, in the institutions that are meant to, well, to guide our nation forward. This is why people think voting is a waste of time. This is why people have no faith in the political system. And this is sad. Because then, the minorities that make the loudest noise, and right now they're probably the stupidest people out there that believe in the stupidest garbage, are getting what they want. Because the average Australian is politically apathetic. I'm hoping this will wake people up and say, you know what? I need to start taking some action. I need to start getting involved because this is just getting stupid. I honestly think we need to talk to politicians and get a motion or try and get some changes in legislation so Chief Health Officer is a panel of people. And they're checked for political and ideology so we get a variety of opinions there. I'd rather a panel making these decisions because then there's less chance of people simply going with the masses. Even it's not foolproof, but still. Mr. Andrews copped a grilling over the state's infection control management and hotel quarantine system during his Monday press briefing. After concerns emerged regarding a gap in the containment ring around Melbourne's latest outbreak. What? They didn't have enough garbage bags? Over the weekend it was revealed that a large group of individuals was potentially exposed to the mutant UK strain after a female quarantine worker attended a family event in the Melbourne's inner north on February 6th. Investigators initially ruled it out as an exposure site after the worker tested negative the following day, on February 7th, but when a guest later returned a positive result, authorities looked into the woman's results and found it was actually a weak positive. Well, there you go. I mean, right now here, all of the suburbs south of Brisbane have been told to be at the lookout because apparently there's traces of the virus in our sewage system. Because here's the thing, there's a lot of people that have it and probably don't even know, guys. That's the thing. Here's Victoria's lockdown rules. Essential shopping, caregiving or compassionate reasons, essential work or permitted education, and 2 hours of exercise. And only 5 kilometres. It's like if you're living right on the peninsula, hey. You can have no visitors in your home, no religious gatherings, but don't worry, those BLM protests are fine, or any other protests you want. No weddings unless exceptional circumstances, and only 10 people at a funeral. Masks must be worn outside the home. So education, closed Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday for schools. Childcare is open. So, that means 38 guests at the gathering were able to venture out into public for a week before the danger was discovered, and there are now 17 cases linked to the Holiday Inn cluster, with 21 active cases in the state. Wow, his leadership has really fostered this quite efficient system there where it's all locked down. Remember when the security guards that stuffed it up, they were all hired by firms that had discriminatory policies to tick, quota boxes? Gotta love Victoria, guys. This is okay. See what you're coming here. See all the shit that's going down in your state, all the lockdowns, all the government incompetence. This is what happens when you vote for leftist-leaning politicians. Okay, it's worse. Hey, don't get me wrong. The slightly less left that we have, which is our Conservative Party here in Australia, aren't that much better. That's why I'd advocate that we really need to scale it all back. Caretaker government. But still, this is what you're getting. I'm hoping there's a swing. I really do, but something tells me he's going to get in with for another term as the hero. Oh, can you imagine Andrews going for Prime Minister? Is that even allowed? I hope not. So one of the critics at yesterday's press conference was veteran ABC journalist Lee Sales, who demanded to know why the government can't manage 2 or 3 cases a day. Of course not. They're incompetent. You work at the ABC. You would have been used to seeing money pissed against the wall on stupid things. Come on. Mr. Andrews fired back, telling the 7:30 host, "I'm more than confident in the team we have and in the Victorian community, and that they can get through this." That doesn't answer the question. The latest lockdown comes after Melbourne emerged from one of the world's toughest coronavirus lockdowns in October last year, with citizens largely confined to their homes for more than 3 months. A raft of harsh restrictions were also introduced in January in the wake of Sydney's Northern Beaches cluster, with many Victorians temporarily trapped in New South Wales when the border suddenly closed during the peak holiday season. So far, more than 800 Victorians have died from the pandemic since it began, and the state's lockdowns and restrictions have devastated many businesses and wiped out billions from the economy. In fact, last July, Treasurer Frydenberg warned Victoria's second 6 weeks lockdown would cost the national economy a staggering $1 billion a week. Liberal MP James Newbury has criticised Mr Andrews' nomination in the wake of Victoria's coronavirus disaster, with Mr James Newbury telling the Daily Mail it was a slap in the face for those who have suffered under the lockdowns. Oh, quiet plebs. You know, this is the Leadership Awards. Your opinions don't matter. Our opinions don't matter. Just pay your taxes and pay all the money and fees and charges and stamp duty and land tax and cigarette tax and petrol tax and alcohol tax, every bloody tax you can, so these heroes can tell you to lock away, destroy your business, take away your freedoms, so they can win a bloody award. And then still stuff it up and have people dying. Awesome. The 2019 prize winner was New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian. Now, here's the thing. How's she handled it better, compared to Andrews? Look at the numbers, guys. Many more people. Penny Wong taking out the top gong in 18. Dean Smith winning in 2017. Well, there you go. But Berejiklian had been snubbed this time around despite New South Wales' success in controlling the pandemic, as have other state and territory leaders with even greater coronavirus track records. The 2020 award winners will be announced next month. Wow. So meanwhile, Victorians are anxiously awaiting Tuesday's press conference in the hope of discovering whether the lockdown will lift as planned or if it will be extended further. While the exact time of the conference is yet to be confirmed, it is expected to take place this morning. Authorities will soon confirm whether the snap 5-day lockdown was enough of a circuit breaker to get their freedom back. So, everyone, there you have it. Good old Dan nominated for a leadership award. And, Alexis Kerry, news.com. This is not The Onion, guys. This is not Babylon Bee. This is reality. No. Okay, I guess. Well, it's clown world. Companies that make absolutely no bloody profit can shoot to the moon. Idiots that fail at their leadership positions can get nominated for leadership awards. Fantastic. Welcome to clown world, everyone. Do you think we'll get a shift? Do you think we'll get a shift in political preference? Do you think people will turn away from the left in Australia because of this? Or do you think it's too late? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy a merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.